Alrighty, folks. Welcome back yet again to another episode of my own playthrough where we're in the midst of a war, completely 100% won and victorious war against the Teutonic Order, where of course we intend to vassalize him to utilize this sweet reconquest here of a very significant amount of German territory. However, of course, we have high aggressive expansion, so kind of waiting a little bit here, trying to actually allow our aggressive expansion to diminish. So definitely going to be waiting for the call for peace this episode. Now, I've got a little bit of a hard choice here, guys. I would say we're officially ahead in military points. We are ahead in military points. Once I take this up, from -5, we're basically going to have nothing else really uber productive to spend our military points on. We could develop, but I mean, we could definitely develop. But it's just not the most productive thing ever. Often, when you develop your military points, it just increases the cost of developing other points in the future. However, in provinces like this with grain, yeah, we can definitely develop. The point is, I was thinking that I would just pump this guy up here, but that was prior to losing some Republican tradition, 5 Republican tradition last episode. I'm going to roll for Diplo points, guys, because that's going to allow our Republican tradition to go up, and instead of having 2, we're going to have 4 in Diplo right now. So I'm going to do it, really hoping that he's a young guy. The dream, please have a good trait. Okay, that's bad, but I don't care. 31 years old. Beautiful. By the time the next election comes around, we're going to have decent Republican tradition, and I'm going to start boosting this guy. But that was instant payoff there, as we're now gaining significantly more Diplo points than we otherwise should be. Awesome. Feels good, man. Been sipping on this coffee here, guys. And that's part of the reason I just coughed. So you have been warned. Alrighty. Now, I want to go ahead and reduce my inflation. I mean, the thing is, we're so far ahead in admin points. I should be willing to reduce inflation like this. Our manpower is very low, but it's only 15%. That's not that much. Reputation is not that significant. I kind of think saving to boost my stability up is actually smarter. Believe it or not. So I'm going to be taking admin points there. And let's add... Rolled another general. Oh, who's also good. Damn, dude. Okay, and getting those military points. Now, there's no hurry. So what I'm going to do here, guys, we're wealthy enough, and I don't have a tremendous amount of important things to spend my money on. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start drilling my armies here. The main thing that I'm interested in is getting, like, increasing, that shock to 4 or something like that if we're lucky, but also getting a trait there on our general before we go to a more serious war. That would be nice. Of course, getting this as well, army drill, is it's something. Neither amazing nor pathetic, but it's something. Helpful. Obviously, if it's full, it's big. But it takes a lot to get it there. But let's start drilling our armies. We are on, and we are fulfilling our rightful slot as a powerhouse among nations. You know, to be honest, I considered playing a more difficult nation than Ulm, because Ulm is obviously, if not the best, they're near to being the most overpowered nation in the entire game. But I copped out. I sold out, and I just decided to play Ulm. The easy mode Ulm. Nice. Got 2 Cardinals here. One in Ulm and one on Spark. And that's going to give us more paper influence. I think saving up for the stability is the way to go, for reasons I just said. We're far ahead in admin. Yeah, the aggressive expansion means, in fact, I might just do it now. Gives me 0.2 more ducats there. There it is. We don't have call for peace yet, which is good, but it's going to come along here. There's no doubt about it, it's going to come along. Now, hopefully, we can integrate Wurzburg after this war is over, because it's certainly been long enough. But of course, I'm looking forward to buffing this guy up. Each time you do that, and you actually get 50 points to a random monarch point. Jeez, it's still terrible. It's still bad. We can see here that Pomeranian Aachen, I think that's how you say it, are going to disappear here very quickly. So how about we actually, like, Glare... I'm actually going to improve relations. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to improve relations to try to get some of these guys out, because it's actually worse than I thought. We are taking... Oh! This was returned. No wonder. It took me a while to realize that. Muscovy returned that, I suppose. He returned Memel to the Teutonic Order, or the Lithuanians just sold it. As they were in an economic crisis there after getting wrecked by Muscovy. That's why the aggressive expansion has gone up. I realized the amount of money we could take from the Teutonic Order went up. And I sort of wondered to myself why, but I was kind of commentating and listening to my own voice there for no real reason. That's part of the reason that the aggressive expansion looks worse. No. Bit of a potato general there. There you go. Potato general in the house. But we got a decent one though. Well, that's annoying. The nobility are they're quite unhappy with us now. Ulm no longer transfers, so we're definitely taking some economic hits here, lads. Trade has been reduced from the glory days. Bavaria blowing up in size due to successful rebels. Alright, so let's have a look. Glaire's dumb to increase because he's going to disappear here shortly out of the coalition. Brandenburg's rivaling me, there's nothing I can do about him joining the coalition. So it's Nuremberg is one province minor, Mecklenburg, Cleves. Let's do them. Get our relations up a bit. So that even if we take... They're not below 0. If they're not below 0, they won't flip hostile. Yep, that's annoying. Oh well. Paying the price for the big moves there, boys. Peasants' War in Lithuania. So Lithuania's done. They're on the way out, without a doubt. Some yearly prestige. And some reputation. Now, rebels revolted here, so we might see some Lithuanian separatists, guys. Lithuanian separatists, they hit their goal, defect again, and that could be a little bit of a saving grace for us, guys. Reducing the cost there. That'd be interesting. They should be building up with 13 unrest. It's a little bit of a slow paced and it's a little bit tedious, but I think this move was worth it, especially because Poland looks relatively vulnerable and because Bohemia is very and Austria are very strategically poised to help us against Poland. Now, Hungary doesn't have claims. If Hungary made claims, we could offer Austria land from Poland when we attack and call him in and get favors with Austria. But if we could call both Austria and Bohemia in, I mean, Poland would just get shreked, especially if Lithuania's not helping him out. Even if Lithuania re-allies him, Lithuania is looking really weak at this point. He's going to be a joke. It's going to be economically broken, and he's going to be funding very few troops, if any at all. This unrest would be nice, because many of the provinces that we take are basically stabilized if we just station our troops there. Alright, maybe Mecklenburg's been appeased enough. Let's check it out. How does it look now? See, that looks a lot better. I can see Baden. Is it Baden? At 50? Let's do Trier. I saw that Castile got the Iberian wedding, guys. Castile looked like he was struggling, and he also got a 5-6-5 ruler. Now, France has an amazing ruler as well, but yeah. Oh, he's got a Habsburg on his throne there as an heir. But yeah, Castile bumping up, looking strong, and he's definitely... Oh, he's allied to Austria. Yep. That would be a good alliance. I should definitely be seeking Castile as an ally because, of course, if I can use both Castile and Austria against France, we could make short work of France. France is definitely going to become an enemy here as we expand more and more into Germany. There's no doubt about that. Oh! Didn't realize that Saxony actually was fully eliminated there. However, big rebel faction who has already been successful in the capital. We might see Saxony defect here, and that's a nation that, number one, doesn't have any aggressive expansion with us, and number two is food. Food for us. Everybody likes food. Gobble, gobble. Got to be even more patient here, guys. I'm happy to, like, tick this down once, but regardless, we don't have anything to do. This can tick down while we're at peace. The problem is, however, of course, it's kind of a compound thing. And it will rapidly worsen here. So, if we can get Trier out, the Palatinate's at war. Without diplomacy, Brandenburg's not in a good spot. Without diplomacy, we might find that we're good. Okay, if we take this, we get combat in hills. I'm not sure how helpful that is for us, but we're doing all right economically. I think that's the play. In hills, we have combat bonus. Alright, so we're going to peace out here very soon. No, you can't change it. Well, I learned that, guys. You can't change it. You have one in each thing. Okay, I get it. So here, the length of the election term, I just don't know. I just don't know. The way that I look at it is, it's going to be more Republican tradition efficient to just spam to upgrade a guy. So it's going to be not so good for so long, But like in this case, we're going to go 5 and then 6 Diplo, and it's not going to be so devastating to our Republican tradition. So that's why I'm going to be taking, of course, the absolutism as the better bonus anyway, but we just don't have absolutism for now. Now, as a republic, you actually have reduced absolutism. That was my... No, apparently we don't. It's only certain republics. I know Merchant Republic does. Nice. So that's not too bad. We actually have 10 increased absolutism as it happens right now. I'm liking that big time. Nice, our army drill is getting up there. That's something we can definitely do while we're at peace to make ourselves that much more formidable. There it is. Alright, well, we got Memel. It's not exactly what I asked for, but there you go. Boom. Boom. The big Teutonic Order under the mighty rule. Increasing our force limit. So we were 1 over, and now we're 1 under. We got 2 force limit from that, of course, that vassal. Beautiful. Now that's going to be doubled up upon when we take our policy. So if we are doing well economically, life's good in the hood. Now, yes, we can finally integrate this dude who has increased in cost. So I suspect, maybe not. I suspect he's developed himself a little bit, is what I was about to say. But I'm looking forward to integrating this guy, and let's now move our diplomat over to the Teutonic Order. We got a ton of cash from that, man. Awesome. 0.10. That would be very nice. I could do with a fort in our capital, guys. Let's do it. Well, we have the reduction cost bonuses, but that's going to make... I mean, we're definitely going to get into some serious wars here going into the future, so that would help us out big time. Now, Salzburg just became an invalid rival. That's pretty self-explanatory. I think we should humiliate rival, show strength, Bavaria one last time, guys, before it's too late. That's the obvious rival choice, is Brandy, return rivalry against him. We definitely want to deal with Brandenburg, guys, before he begins to unlock. It's not too bad when he has the first 3, but as he begins to unlock other ideas, it's good to see that he's far behind in general. But those Prussian ideas, we don't want them to be around. So this is something we can do that does not cost us aggressive expansion, lads, and that's why we're going to go ahead and do it. But I will also increase relations with the Teutonic Order. If we can get the Teutonic Order happy, we're going to be even more well off economically. I'm really enjoying this game. I hope that you guys are too. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. This is a fun one. It's very different. And I really like the pressure of not... My goal is not to conquer the whole world. So it means that I can have some fun with it. I don't need to take, admin ideas. I don't need to take the same ideas this time around. We have a different goal in mind, and I don't have to stress so much about developing or aggressive expansion or going so slow, because I'm trying to take all of Europe and not the whole world. It's a fun one. Europe will be better off for it this time, game, guys. So, humiliating him, or showing strength rather, will give us much more beautiful power projection, getting it high, but of course the 100 to each monarch point. Definitely going to help us rush down the influence ideas, and the sooner we get that 20% reduce aggressive expansion, the better. After integrating Wurzburg, I should make sure to improve relations with Castile, and we will eventually unlock a relation from. Okay, that's fine. Hurt some relations, get that innovativeness. Yeah, we'll eventually unlock a relation slot from influence ideas, and we're about to be under. We're 1 over, but we're about to be under as we integrate Wurzburg. Life's good. Life's real good. Taking a little bit of a Diplo reputation hit is not going to help us with Teutonic Order appeasing them, but yeah, we'll be alright. We're just so much more powerful than him. We'll be alright with the Liberties. Just got to improve our relations a tad. Bavaria getting ganged up upon. It's nice to see that he's just chilling there and leaving us alone for now. We're beating him in the siege. These wars, I was a little bit stressed, guys, about fighting the small... going into it with the thought of fighting these tiny little small-scale wars had me a bit worried, but we've done well. Done really well staying ahead economically. Speaking of which, I know I'm going to reduce my inflation, so I'm just going to do it now, guys. We're really far ahead in admin. I'm just going to do it now and get that 0.2 buckets per month. Be a little bit economical with it. Now this is in the Vienna trading region. Let's have him transfer trade power to us. Let's use our good siege general. Guys, I'd really like to see a change. Spam the EU4 forums or something like that, so people suggest this, guys. I'd really like to see a change. Not your army professionalism or whatever, but the army drill. The army drill should not diminish so quickly, and I don't just mean in general. I've played a lot of games. I actually did one as Hungary, where I had in mind I wanted to play Hungary. I had in mind how Hungary he basically guaranteed has good rulers nowadays, which is awesome and fun. And this region is just the potential of this region is just amazing. Maybe not so much now with the trade game, I don't know, because Vienna there's so many more trading provinces now. But yeah, basically there was a small estuary or something like that here, and then there were these two provinces, which were the main ones in Vienna. Pest is significant for that reason, but the coal here is really nice. Now, the fact that these are all farmlands and grasslands, and the fact that Hungary has a good ruler, means you know, you can spam the things, you can spam the modifier like this, expand Hungary, and develop all of those areas up. And I did a run where what I wanted to do is I wanted to... Okay, we've got 2k here. I kind of value my manpower, guys. I might keep them. I might keep these two. Hopefully, if we can appease the Teutonic Order, then... No, that doesn't make sense. Our force limit won't increase, but what we can do is state this up. Yeah, shoot. Alright. Oh, it doesn't cost us any admin. Nice, because we integrated them via that manner. Diplomacy. So will our force limit increase? Shoot, I think I should delete these guys. Either way, because we're 4 over. Yep, that's going to do us just fine. My plan was to just take the natural clay of Hungary, that's free, Wallachia, Serbia, Bosnia, and I wanted to become, on the Great Powers tab, stronger than the Ottomans without declaring war on them. That was my goal. Oh, nice, we just rolled 50 Diplo points while we buffed this guy up. Amazing. Perfect. And it went really smoothly. Way more than... it went better than I ever imagined. I was really happy with the game. It was really fun. I was developing the heck out of Hungary. And one thing I was doing, because my ambition was not to, you know, take over the whole world, very similar to this game. Okay, we don't need the money. Let's get that professionalism. I was drilling my armies like crazy, and I was ahead in tech and so on. And because I was drilling my armies like crazy, I was able to do some, you know, work some magic. Let's put it that way. But back to the change that I hate, and I would really like to see in the game, is your army professionalism should not diminish so rapidly while you're at war. While you're at war, while you're engaging in battles, it shouldn't diminish. I mean, how does that make sense? If you're sitting there drilling, what is that, right? You're preparing, like, well, you're drilling, right? You know what I'm saying. And, worried about the Gris expansion, but I think we're fine. Okay, let's improve with Castile. I definitely need to improve with Austria as well. But when you're doing the real thing, right? When you're doing the real thing, you're fighting. It just doesn't feel right with me that it just drops off so quickly. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that reasonable? Is that fair? I think it's fair. I would fight wars, and then my... come to think of it, it doesn't seem to be depleting so quickly right now. Did they in fact change it? They might have in fact changed it. It doesn't seem to deplete so quickly right now, judging from this. So maybe I'm a derp idiot and they have in fact changed it. But yeah, that was something that was driving me nuts, guys, is I'd drill them up really high so that the army drills really nice and high, and I'd fight one war, and, well, Lithuania rivaled us. He also re-allied Poland, so okay, that's a little bit awkward. Makes sense that he rivaled us, as we are now his neighbor indirectly. And then all my army drill would go from fighting a war. And it just didn't seem to make much sense to me, as they should be gaining extra experience, right? But maybe it's not an issue now. I don't know. Maybe it was changed and I'm dummy because I don't read the patch notes or anything like that. We didn't seem to lose very much based on this war, so that's cool. Yearly army tradition reduction. No, thank you. No, thank you for 10 years. Oh. Okay, loses influence. Okay, we could go ahead and throw down this wool is just garbage. We could do that just to make it not so devastating there. I kind of like the changes here with the estates, guys, how they make it, you have to go up to 100 influence for it to have, you know, the crises or whatever. Now, we have got two forts. One is on the grasslands. It's a really dumb fort location. I'm tempted to actually just delete it. I think I will. Oh! I didn't realize this war is back up and running. Let's go. I'm tempted to just delete it. That's not benefiting us very well economically here, so let's just get out of that situation. Grasslands Fort is not that hot, especially when it's a 2. We could have just the 3 on the Highlands here, which means anybody has to walk onto the Highlands and we just ripperino them. Nice, Teutonic Orders participating. Giving us almost a ducat, 0.77. That's what I'm talking about. Feels good, man. It looks like the Saxons and... Damn, that's expensive. That's really expensive. Forget about it. 3 innovativeness. That was really expensive. Saxons and the Brandenburgians are just trading back and forth here. Looks like Saxony is not making any real gains, unfortunately. Now, of course, we're hoping to get that sweet, sweet Castilian alliance here for the future. That would be really, really nice. Deploy annexation cost, that's going to come into play, without a doubt, in the future. Because we want to deploy annex all of that and more. Now, that could definitely be a move. Our expansion is chilling out a little bit while we do this. And it would take a while to fight this war. I'm really intrigued to see if Austria would join the war against Poland and come from vassals. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If Austria could join against Poland for promised land, that would be sweet. Nice. No longer suffering that penalty to army maintenance. That's good. And we're about to get plus 100 to each point. I don't want to put this edict here, guys, because I don't want to deal with the economic ramifications of that. Let's get some relations here with the other Germans as they ask for access. So that was slightly inefficient, but I'm happy to be slightly inefficient. It cost us what? About 5 military points or something to not put the edict there. Looks like we're going to get above 100 relations with Castile. That's good. If we could just get rival of rival with him, then he would probably be friendly. Show strength once again, baby. Get us up there. Now we might find Bavaria becomes invalid rival. Let's perhaps allow our war exhaustion to reduce though. For once. No, Austria won't help us. It's just favors that will do the trick. Alright, alright. Just favors. Part of the reason I'm trying to increase my force limit, guys, even above my force limit. My force is above my force limit, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. Bohemia, of course, will help us, but I don't think he's going to be enough. Okay, 10%, that's what I'm talking about. Negative 10%. No, yeah, it definitely does seem to go down. Maybe not so bad, I don't know. Aggressive expansion reduction, that's beautiful. So this is a bit of a shame. Lithuania seemed to recover there pretty quickly, actually. I'm surprised. But, yeah, definitely want to fight this Reconquest War. There's no doubt about that. How does Castile look? Well, we're at peace. He seems pretty hard to obtain. We need to rival Burgundy. I guess Burgundy's going to become an invalid rival for Castile, though, after he gets wrecked here. And surprisingly, Bavaria is not an invalid rival for us. That does, in fact, surprise me. Saxony might lose that. Yep. And then he's gone. He's gone to dead. He's gonified. Otherwise, I think we'll just hold on to the money we have as much as I'd like to invest it somewhere. He has too many diplomatic relations. He would definitely have to flip friendly, but I don't know how we would actually achieve that. Oh well. Oh, look at that. Poland's friendly. He's an available alliance. We could drop Milan. Looks like Milan's having some hard times anyway. He might win that one. That's awkward, because we're about to get favours of him. But I think Denmark is very sensible, because as our aggressive expansion grows more and more and more as we crush Europe, we can have the whole north on our side. Oh, he's allied to Novgorod, though. That's a liability. Novgorod did manage to expand. Good for him. I don't know, maybe Muscovy will be intimidated by that alliance. Ryazan and Denmark. But it's a bit of a liability there, Denmark. So, will Denmark join for land? No, he won't. We should gain favors with him 2 years, so it would take take 20 years, right, to get 10. Ugh. I mean, I feel like we could crush Brandenburg. Poland's got 30k, guys. I kind of think we could win this war. I really kind of think we could win this war. I think we could crush Brandenburg, get him out, and it would be myself on Bohemia versus Poland and Lithuania. I kind of think we could win it, but it's also scary. My thoughts are now we have the aggressive expansion reduction from this. If we fight a long war taking this reconquest, our aggressive expansion might look pretty good in this region by that time. We can do something else after that. Either way, let's get our war exhaustion down and to deal with these rebel factions, which we're doing just fine, making a little bit of cash while we move along. Venice. Yep, Venice is a valid rival. A shared rival with Castile. So we just need a rival slot to free up. If we attack the Palatinate, we could... Dude, our truce is up with him, yeah? We could show strength on the Palatinate, but it's getting excessive here, guys. It's getting excessive. We're far ahead in admin and military. And I don't have anywhere to spend them, but we could. We could attack the Palatinate, show strength. It would be nice to get some military tradition. I'm actually surprised how low our army tradition is considering these wars that we're fighting. I'm thinking if Poland's ever going to get dragged into a war, it actually looks like he won't right now get dragged into any kind of war. So, how's our war exhaustion look? It's getting down there. Both Brandenburg and Lithuania have debt. Lithuania's behind. I want to check his forces, because I know he's got debt. He's only got 10k. It's really Poland with his 30k. Which is quite frightening. My own manpower is not very high. I've only got a 3 shock general. What do we have going for us? Okay. He doesn't have his bonuses just yet, so we've got infantry combat ability and discipline. 15 prestige is not very much, and our army tradition is not very much. Our general is alright. Trait is not very good. I could probably tick up inefficiently for the next tick. It's awkward, man. Now, the Teutons have decent... Yeah, he's got a better general than us. We could have him lead battles. And he's got the discipline. As well as cavalry combat ability, 10%. I mean, it's not bad. Dude, it's risky. I want to do it, though. I want to do it, and I'm gonna do it. Let's get the end of this episode off to a bang. Let's send it off with a ba-bang. With a ba-boom. Nice. Even though I decreased autonomy here, Bavaria is essentially happy, as you guys can see. Alright, I'm gonna go 1 over. No. I'm gonna go 2 over with cannons instead of a merc. Because I think 2 cannons will allow me to artillery barrage rank 2 forts. So let's wait till those finish. Okay, I'm gonna drill a little bit longer. And we have the military points to spare. Oh, yes! Plus 1 siege, putting us a total of plus 3. Fantastic. Forget these cannons. That'll help us siege stuff down quickly. So this is kind of a little bit of a suicidal move, guys, technically. Going to be fighting some stronger dudes, some stronger nations than we are. Going to put the Teutons on supportive here, and hoping that he will come aid us. So there's no way this war will end before this episode. If only the Teutons were smart enough to rush out to that fort, but he's not going to be. Now, do the Brandenburg have any unmaintained forts? No, he doesn't. Alright. Here we go. Dramatically outnumbered. But never fear, lads. Never fear, for we are Ulm. God wills it. And we shall win. Look at that siege. Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg arena. Okay, relations are maxed with him, that's good. Now the Teutons are going to be quite strong when we embolden him like this, so... yeah, let's... Wait, why do I not see improved... Oh, there it is. Okay, 137. Let's max our relations with the Teutons, that's fine. Oh! Oh, it's mostly fire. Okay. But Bohemia is a really good general. It's good to see. It's good to see. Considering they're not even bothering to defend this, let's try to suffer less attrition. Siege the stuff down. So I can tech up here inefficiently if it's going to make the difference between victory or defeat. Right now they're base racing surprisingly well with that 1 cannon. But if we can get Brandenburg out, that's big for us. Because he's got a lot of troops. Damn. This guy's boosting his troops up even higher. There we go. Nice -1 unrest. That's good. Technology cost reduction. Not bad. Oh, come on. Don't do me like this, game. Okay, we just got military points. Nice. Well, we can't siege well, but Bohemia can. Alright, if we go sit on the capital, that will demoralize them. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we might lose a fort here, or 2, hopefully not. But I'm optimistic that we're going to get Brandenburg out. Now, I want to check what kind of aggressive expansion this incurs. 6. The dream. The dream, lads. This is what I'm talking about. Alright. That's stressful. Now remember, guys, we get +1 on hills. Yep, this guy's done for. There it is. Okay, so I would love to be able to annul his alliance, but it's too much. It's too much. We have to just think about victory at this stage. Get out. Okay. Now, he's got 10k here. I'm wondering about going in and defeating him if we can make it in on time. Okay, evened up the troops there significantly. So his general is not good with 1 shark. Just please hold on. Lucky one time. Lucky one time. Lucky one time. Lucky one time. Oh, never lucky. Oh my goodness, Prague falls. Oh my goodness, that's bad. I don't think I can even defeat them here. Six cavalry. Damn, no, I don't think I can. But I can go try to siege Prague back here before he blocks me out. Damn. This is brutal. Oh wow. Lithuania wants my head on a pike. Okay, the garrison here is low. Go, 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 go. We're not going to get it there before the end of the month. Lucky one time. Oh, I need a 3rd cannon. Frick! Ouch. Okay. We're way over force limit. Okay, I'm thinking about, let's please the burghers. And I'm gonna do some tax. Let's wait till the end of the month. Try to improve my force limit here a bit. Okay, nice. We were lucky one time, boys. We were definitely lucky one time. So I suspect that improved our force limit. It improved our economy slightly, but I suspect our force limit will go up next month. I'm not sure. Okay, if we can get this cannon in here. No. Please go off to your lands. Yes, okay. Alright. Is that my good rule? My good general? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rip. Rip life. Rip dreams. I think I should end the episode, guys. So pretty intense stuff here. I'm in a pretty hard spot. I don't know if I should go reinforce. I think I should go reinforce. I'm gonna go reinforce. What I want to do, while the garrison here is low, I want to just artillery barrage them, break them, siege them back. But I'm going to go see if I can reinforce this. Oh, jeez, this is stressful. Okay. Oh, we're going to make it in there really quickly. If we lose this, this is grim. This is grim. Don't. No. It's that, basically. Stupid Bohemia's morale is low. Thankfully, they haven't progressed here. Yeah, there's no way we win. Okay. Okay, I'm going to retreat. He's going off to the Teutonic lands, thank goodness. Whew, well, this is intense, guys. Bohemia, if he gets pieced out, we're done. I regret going there, but what can you do? Whew, this is intense. Either way, guys, pretty intense moment to end the episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Naturally, what I want to do is basically take the stuff back ASAP, hopefully before Bohemia just pieces out, and then his morale's going to be fine, and then just slow roll Poland. That's what we're trying to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.